Hey everybody, it's Asher back with more Humankind. Let me move the mic up here just a little bit. Okay. So, we are I pronounced it Khmer before. I was incorrect. It's Khmer. So I apologize for that, but we are the Khmer. And we are focused in San Lorenzo because city names are fun. We have made peace with the Mongols and the Maya, which is very convenient because I really didn't feel like dealing with a Mongol horde that's running around here. We'll let them fight the Goths if it comes down to it, albeit my neighbor down there is fairly weak. Both of them are kind of in the bottom of the rung. I'm trying to work my way back up. So, to get back to where we were going from before, I do want to send some troops over here to wipe out and sort of claim this area, but also we have cogs on the way. Once I build these two cogs, I can get everybody kind of moving. I'm actually... Let's see here. First off, if I upgrade you all, it upgrades to crossbowmen. That is actually a worthwhile upgrade, so I think I will do it. And you. We can't upgrade you to pikemen, though. So that's a thing, but we've already upgraded you to swordsman, so it's fine. So javelin thrower is officially obsolete. Fortunately, in this game, you can actually move your people around after upgrading them. It doesn't consume... I can't talk. Consume their movement points. So we're trying to get an obelisk of the gods going because we are getting a lot of religious pressure from the left-hand side, and Zoo polytheism is amazingly taking over the city that founded my little state religion here. And I really want to be able to have, I want to be able to have the science bonus, and I don't want to be losing people to it. So I need to get building some holy sites, which does include building Notre Dame if we're going to go for the correct pronunciation. But we also have a cog over here because I really want to focus on exploring over here. It feels like there's other land masses that are unexplored, at least from seeing down here, where we have Vikings literally killing everything. It seems like there's a whole new world. We're not gonna risk the copyright strike again for that, so let's go ahead, get started. We're a little bit later in the game now, so the Khmer are still builders, and we're going to be building quite a few districts, so that's fine. We're going to get a research star here pretty fast. This 0 rewards is just a bug. We should probably get an aesthetic star as well. I'd love to get an expansionist star this time. That means I've been successful in my exploration. Agrarian star is probably coming fast too. So we're gonna be making our way back up. But right now, the green horsey people, the English. Hey, how you doing, friend? Are we friends? They're condescending towards us, so as a condescending friend. Hi, friend. You're trusting, friend. Your inclusivity bias is reeking here, but I have another city slot I would like to use it. There's no benefit for being under the city cap, as opposed to there being penalties for being over the city cap. Okay, offer here.
What do you say to this appealing proposal?
Open borders to the Maya. Now, I have an interesting relationship with the Maya. I'm going to accept it here. But that's because I don't want to really focus on war right now with these guys. Even though since the Khmer have a really strong, unique unit, and I have been trying to position myself to get some more copper and everything, I am reliant on the Maya for getting iron. Oh, excuse me for the random cough. So I'm trying to make peace with my neighbors. And we can actually embark here, but I'm going to wait this turn. I want to send these peeps over together with another cog. So there's another cog coming. Let's go. Resources sold. They like buying dyes. Everybody likes buying dyes. It's a little weird that is just a one-time purchase and you get it for the rest of the game, but that's how it goes. But I really need to do some land grabbing for the new continent here. Lulaban is still building cogs. Lulaban not really as big industrially as maybe some other places. But we're just gonna have to deal. At least 178 is passable. So let's move some people over. We have more.
Let us formalize our mutual appreciation.
Cultural agreement. Empires foster positive synergies between their cultures. Well, we're kind of distrusting, but we're kind of moving over here. We could do a scientific agreement, shared logistics, or customs union. I think this is fair. It'll help us in pushing back religions, so.
I say yes.
Let me see if they'll take this.
We would all benefit benefit from growing closer, don't you think?
I'm happy to consider what more we may do together.
Oh, look at this. Beowulf is so nice now. And he's actually got a culture star over me as well, so that's a little awkward. But that's where we stayed a little bit intentionally in the last era to make stuff work. So we have a boat here. I don't think we can load on everybody this turn. We can. Okay. So oh my god, I'm Canadian now. This boat is going to run a little slow. But it's a cog, so it has quite a bit more combat strength here. San Lorenzo is going to get another one in another turn, so that's fine. I could embark these dudes right now. Well, I didn't want to embark there, but whatever. Okay, so if somehow we get in a big naval battle, we can make it work. This other boat's going to catch up in just a few turns anyway. Who's idle? Oh, finally! Finally, we get to go east over here. Now, I did mention before that I have 2 cogs that are being built, and then I have a lot of infrastructure that I'm building over here. But I was really curious to see, especially since... Oh, why are we automatically going down over here? What I want to do is to flow into their lands, because I don't want to be taking damage until I have to. They're supplied, so they do health regenerate, which is nice. They do lose life as they stay on deeper waters, but I want to kind of punch the fog in here. First boat's going to go down sort of from Memphis. Second boat's going to go east from like La Venta, Lulaben, and we'll see how it goes. So you guys have one more movement point. Hooray! Look at our invasion force. Like I said, my plan is to connect this over here, and then hopefully La Venta, we can start connecting stuff back to you. Like there's a whole area over here that's not doing a lot. And La Venta is still not super stable, so maybe that's not the best idea. But we do have an aqueduct forming. There's other districts and buildings we can build as well. So we're going to be hitting the intern button a lot. That's kind of just where we're at in the game. We got an agrarian star. I knew that was going to be here. And this is part of the benefit, I guess, of going from all this stuff. And just going through and saying, you know what, we're going to just build as we go. So maybe we can even get a military star as well. But I think it's going to take a lot of work for us to punch through here, considering green, as we're going to call him here, is already almost through the medieval era. So we're going to be playing catch up for sure. But we don't have to focus on taking out green. I am kind of thinking
Welcome. Let us speak honestly with
about the Ghanans here. They do have some alliances that are fine, but I don't like their religious pressure very much. The Byzantines potentially as well.
A delight to see you again.
So we may be taking war across the water. I guess it's not the worst thing. So let's move over here, because I would love to get this land first. And then we have a boat. I'm on a boat. Yeah, it's going fast. Yeah, I don't think we can disembark. Okay, not this turn. Who else is idle? So I said still 4 movement points. We're going to stay in shallow waters as long as possible. Still should be supplied, but we're going to go out from over there, and then you're going to be ready next turn. And it's all about exploration today. You have one more movement point. Hooray. Alright, let's just see what's going on in my life and what's driving me insane. Good! Things are driving me insane. Things trying to crop up from years ago. End turn, because it's fun. Alright. So here we go. More population gain. So population's not going to be a problem. The Maya feel differently about us.
If I fear the consequences.
We have a resource being sold to the Mongols. That's cool. I don't know why we are suddenly getting pushed by this. I could buy some more of these to get some stability. But if you notice, we're suddenly losing some money here. So I need to go ahead and just micromanage my towns a little bit to make sure that we don't go broke. So like a forge is going to be good, and as we build harbors, we're going to be able to get some good stuff, some technology unlocks on the harbors. But we're having to support some other crap right now, so little bit of money changing here. If we put down a market quarter somewhere, one of the problems is that we kind of have crap for market quarters. But if I put it up here, It'll at least give us more people to do this with, and that counts as a builder thing. Of course, we're not doing that first. Leventa only has 2. Lulaben has the potential to do another one. You have 11 farmers equipped. What would a market quarter look like on you? Oh my god, you all have no stability. Common quarter could be good for that. 10 stability plus 2. Probably good. And then market quarter, terrible. Once again, we did not do a good job planning for that. A fishmonger will give me +3 on a harbor. And we can build multiple harbors as well as a custom farm. Because a lot of trades seem to be coming from in here. But that's a lot of turns away. So we've just got to kind of live with what we got. It looks like we finished the holy site here. So stability's going back up. That's a positive. Market quarter here. You all might be able to make money, but I think... Okay, that's 6 for food. 15 stability is not bad. We already have a harbor in here, don't we? Because there's a pretty good opportunity up there. But I think we will drop a market quarter here on top of the hill. Maybe not my favorite, but we're going to do it anyway. And you guys can throw one more person over here. So let's take it off of production. It's not going to change too much. So we're losing 6 per turn. That's just how it's going to be because we've increased our military units here, and hopefully we're not getting backstabbed by these guys. But considering you're still using javelineers and crossbowmen, you're clearing forest to dry grass to build things a little bit faster. Oh, that's something I could have done. Alright, so let's start by... Can we embark you guys here? Should be able to. Okay. And then if we move you guys over here, you should be able to do that next turn. So they are off and running. If we wanted to... This regiment right here, I can't actually... Okay. Claim territory. If we want to claim this territory... I should move in one turn just to see what the rest of the territory looks like. So we'll put the cog up here. I don't want to scout with this cog too hard just yet, so we're going to put you in position over here. Alright. Now what did I say? We're going to sail east. Then I'm going to wait a turn, make sure I have as much movement as possible. And wait for you. Which means you guys are going to go... Is this ocean? This is still coastal water. And that means this is still coastal water. So I'm really trying to position myself to be as, like, able to do this as possible. So we're losing 12 money per turn now. Because shit costs money. End of foreign war between the Mongols and the English. Congratulations. Did the Mongols manage to... I still really don't understand what happened here. Did the Mongols actually, like, hold something? Is there something I don't know? Alright, we can't do anything else here. But apparently they are managing to siphon some things away from England. You're still condescending as AF. I don't know what really other resources you have. Obviously they are there, but let's see what we got.
What do you say to this appealing proposal?
Share maps. You know what? I'm fine with that.
Your proposal makes good sense. I say yes.
So we're obviously on the right path here with them. And could I possibly rope them into alliance so we're just allied together?
Proposition for you. I think you'll like it.
So we're bound.
Accepted. Welcome as a warm day in winter.
Okay, well. Congratulations. We hated you guys.
Very well. Yes, very well indeed.
Alright. So let's go ahead and do this.
We would all benefit from growing closer, don't you think?
And if we go back to trade with the Maya now... Okay, so that's still That still costs money. That still costs money. Ugh. Goodbye some porcelain.
Wonder. In my considered opinion, one of your competitors garnered a lot of fame building that monstrosity.
Okay, well. We'll figure that out in a minute. I need to keep my money. Well, you know what? That's going to be how much per porcelain.
Welcome. What do you seek?
We don't want to talk to the Goths. All right, just thinking about this a little bit too hard here. So obsidian is fine. Porcelain +3 per porcelain on administrative center. +5 per porcelain. That's wondrous effects. Let's buy this and see what happens. All right, and then gold. +2% money per gold. Actually, not that great. We have a lot of dyes. You don't need to worry about obsidian here. Use guys back over here. Y'all don't have a ton. You finally hooked up your iron. Let's try buying. We can't afford. Wonder why we can't afford it. Probably because we keep spending money, but we're at +10 now. So, trading is good. Urgent affairs. The battle for the mind. Okay. The great city of San Lorenzo is busting at the seams. Countless souls pressed within the city's tight borders. In a dense, squalid quarters, cases of madness are on the rise. Religious leaders contend that demonic forces are behind the afflictions, while the philosophers argue for natural causes. Both are strong voices in the empires with competing solutions. What's your response? So study. Persons with knowledge will learn this, or we can have pray. Try to pray the pain away. We're going to stick with that probably, unless judge. Their sinners will only reap what they sow. Nah. We're going to study this.
Reached the end of an ideology axis.
Yes, still.
Of all the epithets other empires may use for you, wishy-washy.
Okay, so they're converting in 3 turns. And there may not be a lot I can do about it other than just continuing to build holy sites, but that's not a high priority right now. What is a high priority right now is to go over here. Make sure that we don't run over... I'm going to do this one tile at a time. And interestingly, the Mayans have not explored the oceans yet at all. So, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. That curiosity might disappear. But I know there's some potential for land down there. Let's go ahead and do this. 1. See, like, this churning water. Base cost movement of 2. So we don't want to mess with that if we don't have to. So if we go down here, maybe we can get that one next turn if it doesn't fade away. Now you guys, you all are maybe the most important people here. We have silver. I like silver. So if we found an outpost, 13 production, 9 and 5, 8 and 4, 2 and 13. I mean, they'd grow really slow. But we're just going to be connecting them anyway, so... And then we have... Stole My Natural Wonder. Oh! Lake Bacile. Wow, I totally forgot that was there. Alright, well, it belongs to us. Congratulations. If you liked it, you should have put a ring on it, I guess, right? That's how the song goes, isn't it? Alright, so let's officially scout up here. We have 1 turn until that's an outpost, and then we should be able to attach it. And I figured out what was the problem. There's actually a civic that will... There's a civic over here, one of them, that says... It's not this one, but one of them will let you, or just say, you know what, let's go ahead and... attach cities with, what are the words I'm looking for? I'm just talking all the time here. But attaching cities with gold we don't want. We have oodles of influence, and we want to keep using that. So their grievances are claim territory on the border. They haven't gotten rid of that yet, but they don't seem to hate us, but they are blasting through the time period real fast. So let's see if we move you guys up here. Huh. Did this camp just disappear? Well, it looks like it disappeared or somebody else took it or something. Let's hit that intern button again. Alright. So military architecture researched. That's another star. Looks like we don't have anything pending right now because we wanted to get this to get our wonderful unique units that we can't even really use just yet. So what's good here? We want things that'll make us money. We could forest for pollution here. Commodity market +2 per trader. A saboteur seems fun. I guess technically what we need is like increases in industry here. But peasants are good. That one's like, none of these are like super exciting. Kind of like apothecary. Just because it'll upgrade to hospital later. Alchemist workshop also good. Steel furnace gives an armory and a high furnace. So that's probably what we go after next. Well, it looks like we're already researching something. So the Khmer are okay. So they forgave agreements, claim border, blah blah blah. So we're moving here a little bit. Like I said, my goal is to get some other stuff going here. So population gain is good. If we select you all, we can definitely attach. That's gonna kind of hurt the stability here just a little bit, but what I probably should have done was before I attached, actually put an artisan's quarter down here first. But we'll get that when we get that. Probably gonna go for that just a touch sooner though. All right. So here's this area. We have a lot of people. They're learning. It's 3 territories. Their stability's not the best. Their stability's okay. Maybe we go ahead and we could actually spend all of our stuff to absorb a city. I don't think that's a good idea right now. So if we detach you guys. Alright, how's your stability now? Stability going back up to 100. That's good. So La Venta. Woohoo! Stability down to 20. Alright, we kind of need that. And we'll figure it out from there. So we have an aqueduct being built. My big thing is as long as I can keep out of everything going to shit, that's a good start. Harbor. We still have a need for a harbor up there. It's okay. So
I have something here that should please us both.
Shared logistics? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. So we can upgrade. Then we have unit movements over here. Interesting. So I was expecting a fight when I came over here. I guess there's no fight to be had for now. But we do have a curiosity. How curious. I guess technically what this means is that we need to take some of this garrison down and move them back across the waters and then kind of transport them east. You know what? We can actually send you guys to the south to see what this island is down here. I don't know if we can connect to it. I could at least drop an outpost down. So good. This still is here. And y'all haven't lost a lot of life yet. And that's some interesting algae or algae on the ocean. These sea curiosities are actually powerful enough that since it looks like we're not really like burning a hole here, I think I am going to go ahead and collect this one. Because I've had these disappear out from right under my nose. And I'm not sure if that's a bug or an intended feature. So we found carcasses giving 140 money. So you guys are still going to move down to the south. You guys are going to keep going to the east. Okay. Who's left? Idle and idle. Just like that, turn 130. So the English reached the early modern era as the Haudenosaunee. I didn't think I'd have to know how to pronounce that yet, so I hadn't looked it up. Sage is good. We already have some dye. We don't have patronage yet, but I wouldn't mind going ahead and trying to buy some dye. That seems fine. Huh. So the mines are claiming some territory over here too. This is fascinating. Are they just buying territories from the English, or is there some big war that I don't know about? It looks like there's something going on over here on the land. So somebody's been exploring.
Tell me, shall we become closer?
Yes, we should.
Proposal makes good sense.
Okay, idle armies. We got another curiosity collected. And we're going to go ahead and move those guys next turn. We're going to keep you guys garrisoned over here. We're going to send this cog down to the south. I probably do need to prioritize building a bar bay over here. That's not how it's pronounced. And we do need to build another harbor. Harbor. I hardly knew her. We can't actually build that yet because we need to buy some stuff down here. But see, like, harbors, if we build enough of them, they can make us quite a bit of money. Plus 15 stability is not bad, but stability is not my concern on this area right now. We can get a little bit of money in some of these places too. But I think money's okay. Research. 14 research is really good. You know, I'd kind of rather have 14 research here. So let's do that. Okay. Station. Three more bullet points to go. Alright, so we know there's something right here. And now you guys are... They're lost at sea. We're not technically lost, guys. And look, we found land. So just like that. This is exploring the new world, right? That's what we want. In turn. So the Ghanans enter the early modern era as the Indo-Japanese. Alright, San Lorenzo gains a population. These people feel different about us. They bought silver from us. The Aztecs don't like what we're doing. It's cool. It's a lot of money just for gold. That is a percentage increase. It's technically early enough in the game that it may pay for itself, but that's kind of steep. Obsidian's cheap enough. Alright, so we got a lot of trade going on with you. That's good.
Sovereign, how can I help you?
They don't like us. But can I get them to trade everything?
This proposition should be in all our best interests.
Then we can buy copper, and just like that. Just like that, we can start working on building some unique units. Now, we don't need them, like, straight away. But I'm going to build 2 here, and then we'll build a fishmonger, because we're going to need some money. I love that I can build, like, a lumberyard and a charcoal kiln. Finally. I technically don't have a lot of forests left, but... Stability's still good here. A school and a library is not bad. Library actually pretty good for population here. I love that we can still build scouts. Alright, that seems okay. Over here for La Venta, Notre Dame in only 24 turns. I think we're going to want to turn to start building Notre Dame soon. So let's go ahead and build 2 of these after we finish this stuff. Because y'all are still going to need stability. And, like, a fishmonger is important. Fishery's okay. Customs farm is nice. Lulaban, the city that I didn't know I needed. They're working on Notre Dame now, so that's 24 turns. Okay, are any of these like really high priority over that? We're just gonna go ahead and queue up 2 of these here. Like, we want some of them just because we want a standing army. I think you're fine. So we'll have Levento working on Notre Dame. Notre Dame, like it's like the college. And then once it looks like we can really get some push from industry, I think maybe once we build a few of these things, like we're pretty close already. I'm actually gonna go ahead and put the I'm gonna put this next in line and see if we can get a few more workers here, because we don't need the population quite as hard. Once we get the fishery, or once we get the market quarter done, I think I'm going to move this place to Notre Dame as well, because we don't have like an immediate fight that's going. So idle army, congratulations, you get to survive. So this is just another island. It's going to be really interesting because I don't think we can bring over troops that will survive this sea voyage unless we, like, get really good. Okay, going after this curiosity might kill me. I kind of want to explore to the south. Like, there should be land down here somewhere, or if not, we just lost a cog. Or I guess if it gets really bad, we can just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then move the east, and then we'll build another cog. That's fine. Like, see, one of the problems is that these guys can't all move down here all at once. I don't know why you thought that was a good idea, game. So, congratulations. It really wants me to go on the open sea tiles. Okay, you've gained enough followers to now enrich your faith here. Alright, so tier 3 for faith. Okay. Wow, actually somebody's on tier 4 already. Okay, well. Sucks for me. That's pretty good. Plus 10 war support. Number of trade routes in city are outposts. That's pretty interesting. Plus 2 influence on a commons quarter. Not very exciting. This is one of the cases where some of these numbers just really need to be balanced. Or develop intellect. Plus 20 science per alliance on the Empire. I think our science is actually okay. I'm going to do mandate patronage because we have a shit ton of trade routes. And that's going to make us some more money. See, that's going to make us a lot of money. And the Khmer have... okay, so lost at sea. What? Who's gonna be dead next turn? Okay. Oh. No. I did not want to do that. Okay, well let's move you guys up here. Because I didn't realize this was all of them embarked. I guess now I understand how that works. Okay, well. That makes a little more sense. I thought these guys boarded the other boat. Oh, joke's on me. So now we really need to make sure that we can get like a transport vessel going. So you're up here. I really want to explore down here. But you've got like 2 turns left, so... So I'll take that instead. We'll get all of our sea goody huts here. Be the first to discover this. What the hell? We're the first people here. Folklore abounds regarding the violent eruptions and blue fire, but it's disfiguring rocks. The Kawa Iljen. I don't know how to pronounce that.
As it is stunning, that crater is full of sulfur.
So we gain 30 more science just from exploration. And we have some actual coastal reefs. So this is an exciting little island that has another thing here. We don't have like New World continents. And we've researched feudalism, so now we have peasants that are revolting, I guess. And then we have people converting to our religion. They're dead next turn unless The game tries to autopilot them into deep waters. Unfortunately, you guys cannot build an outpost. Just look at our research real quick. Transport gallery. Huh. Merchant ships uses military transport. Range combat naval unit must have line of sight. So I need to figure out how to get these ships. Or maybe this one doesn't actually have... So this is a naval transport. Let's check this. Naval transport. Okay, so that keyword search sucks. So boarding vessel, skilled navigator. So this is going to let us explore. Is it not until the next era where we can get the caravel? Okay. So we need to be ready to pop these in the upgrade bin so we can do a land grab. Interesting. Okay, well. So you guys are well supplied, so you're okay. I'm going to cut through the fog here, because we still should be able to be supplied over here. You guys are alive. You're alive. Who knew, right? And you guys are maimed. You guys are damaged. What I'd love to be able to do is to circumnavigate the globe. Let's send you all up here. Oh my god. Oh, game! Oh! Oh! I knew I should have clicked one time. Where's my undo button? Okay, I'm gonna eat that mistake here, but the game really needs to not just try to put these things on the open ocean. Like, seriously, it's just like, come on, we're gonna swing all the way around here. Oh, man. Okay. You go here. And then, oh, look, we got another little place we can hop over to. Just some actual little island hopping. That's cute. Alright. Accepting an offer here.
That should please us both.
It does please me. Thank you, Eddie. So we're gonna drop y'all back over here. You're lost at sea now for some reason. Well, not all who wander are lost, allegedly. So next turn, we should be able to get them supplied. And we have a builder star, finally. So next one is at 58. We are going to try to push for this. So we're solidly in third place right now. Which, considering how terrible of a start I had, might be about as best as I can hope for in this game, because we are technologically behind. Okay. So we're over here. We have urgent matters that require our attention. We have an idle army that is still maimed. This is a fairly decently sized island, and of course, they have horsey raiders over here. Really? Really? Are y'all fighting me? Is that what's going on here? We're getting Zona controlled. Alright, that's cool, I guess.
All hands to stations. Make full sail.
Alright. Fate of the free cities. The world as it ever was is divided into the rulers and the ruled. Great sprawling empires and proud independent cities. Your struggle is with other empires, but you should not forget the part these free cities play. So, independent peoples. What is our goal here? We could do why let our own blood be spilled and we can pay for others to fight, and that would move us over towards globalization. Minus 50 on higher army costs, or minus 50 on assimilate cost going for homeland here. That would increase stability and combat strength. This would increase food. So our empire becomes stronger if we try to bring them into the fold. It's funny because I haven't had much luck getting independent cities, which is another great place to dump resources here. So I care a little more about the food than the combat strength.
We'll see if these independent people end up as shock troops, cannon fodder, or respected allies.
All right. So these people aren't like an independent actual people. This is just a mean camp of mean people. Mean horsey people. So let's run. And we're out of their zone of control now. How fun. Game still really, really, really wants me to sail with this ship in the open waters, and we're not gonna do that. So who else is idle? So y'all get back on land. And we'll bring the cog down here because you're supplied again. You're supplied. Congratulations. Now we know there's something over here. Alright. So we're going to sail from the west. It's interesting that the AI isn't really doing that very much. It's interesting also that our focus on population gain before has kind of been helpful here. Stole my natural wonder, excuse me.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
We're gonna buy some gemstones, I guess. That's really expensive. Yeah, that's actually kind of not worth it. Salt, on the other hand, food and stability, that probably is worth it, because every time we do this, they're pleasant. The Goths kind of like us. We're trading resources with them. We are much more powerful. Our war support is higher. Or theirs is higher. They depend on access. We depend on access. So we're doing the old trade rope-a-dope of making everybody dependent on everybody else. Okay. So you're supplied. You're fully healed. You're fully able to move. Let's give this a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's another island. Next turn, unfortunately, there's no great way to connect it to ours, so we can't really outpost it until later. But we could potentially, with this route, send people over here if we do 1, 2, 1, 2. So maybe we do go ahead. It's going to be faster if you guys run around on land. But if we, like, move you down here and move you down here, should be okay. Meanwhile, even more island hopping. We're not dead yet. Oh my gosh, that's a really big place. Okay, so Cuzco. So far, you're peaceful Zenith. This is the Inca. So you have somebody who's trying to trade with you. We're going to give you some influence. That's quite a bit of influence to pay. Just to go for a +2 per turn. Let's see what the Tamils have to say. Their collective liberty, peaceful here. Global proximity. So this is a whole... It's a whole big, like, independent land of people. We could potentially... This is the other continent. And it looks like one group has said hey to them, so let's pay a little bit here. Let's pony up. I'll do some money there. We're just going to try to make nice with everybody except for you because It's not really worth it. The Mongols have already kind of broken really hard here. Then we have you guys over here. I guess we already knew about the Cis. So it looks like our northern buddies here are going to be ones that we want to assimilate eventually. So we're going to drop some money in here. We're making a lot of money now. I'll even drop 1,000 more. So +6 per turn, +6 per turn. Fascinating. Okay, now what I've got to look out for is the fact that I want to colonize this area, but I don't have the technology to do it yet. So we might actually be assimilating these people into our people and going from there, as dumb as that sounds. Or maybe that's not dumb at all. Maybe that's the exact right move. And do we not have bad guys over here anymore? Anyway, the Defiant Canvas. With cultural venues flourishing across the empire, a famous painter has been criticizing your rule obliquely through their work. Based on the composition or cosmopolitan city of Leventa, their latest piece depicts a gluttonous, saggy flesh giant snacking on a platter of sugar cakes, and they are gaining much public attention. What do? We can prohibit, chance of bad consequences. A blanket ban on political artwork will make a strong statement but could provoke unrest, or the edge of the artist's censor can be blunted by seeming pleased. So we can encourage it by saying, you know what? You painted me on my good side. I mean, look at me. Look, I'm eating some little snack cakes. Little Debbie's. It's good shit. So we're already at 3 stars. So it's kind of interesting. There's 2 runaway empires. Then there's us. And our kind of alliance of defiance here with everybody else. And we're going to keep researching. We're actually about to get another research star, which is pretty nice. Aesthetics are coming online soon. We have a lot of building that we got to do here. So Leventa, what did I say? Leventa, you're going to work on popping these 2 out, I guess. And then, you know what, let's work on Notre Dame. After you get you know, it's not like we're fighting right now. Let's just work on Notre Dame now. 10 turns before that's done. 10 turns before that's done. We still want you working here. 2 turns before you're done. 6 turns. Alright, I think that's fine. Because that'll let us buy another cultural wonder.
Structures prove practical for both farming and warfare. Certain codes and practices arise that, ideally, ensure a fair and honorable society.
So we have chivalry. We need more horses for chivalry. Interesting. Let us build knights. Got a 4th era star. So, like I said, we're number 3. We're working on our way up towards number 2, and we're gonna get some other era stars here in a little bit, especially if I can get some expansionist stars the other way. But we're already kind of working towards the consolation prize stars. Like, we're not that far behind, but we're far behind enough. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what this guy's plan is going to be is to get over as fast as possible to see if I can connect and make a map that gives a trade route throughout the entire world. Because that was something in the Civ games. I don't know if that's a thing now. And somehow you guys are still there. Okay, that's not my favorite, but we'll live with it, I guess. The Goths keep buying our stuff. You crazy Goths, what you doing? Okay. So let's get over here because you are still supplied. And this happy little island is just kind of sitting here. It may have some resources on it later, we don't know, but we are going to move this army down and wait with you. And you guys are just wandering around now. Okay, so let's move y'all over here. We technically want to board, like, right here. So, just based on our seaborne scouting, It looks like... Interesting. Okay. Hey, you. We haven't talked to y'all in a while.
Greetings in the name of my proud people.
Hello, Victor of the Aztecs. Let's see if we can trade everything.
I have a proposition for you. I think you'll like it.
This will be a blessing for all parties. I accept.
Okay,
I can
gold.
only say that this
Gold's a little expensive. I can only say that this
Both of
something.
our aspirations.
Okay, non-aggression pact with the Goths.
and yet you are as just as you are wise.
So they just entered the medieval era. I know I'm making friends with a bunch of people that I could technically, like, blow up out of the sky. And just raid them all with my advanced unit here. Like, but...
A proposal?
Scientific route, it's like...
Yes, I cannot dispute the
I don't know if beating up on these guys instead of making them work with me is going to help me slingshot back in the first place. My focus is on the two bigger people, and if I can do, like, some kind of crazy land grab...
New independent people. And who are they? Time will tell if they are helpful, helpless, or history.
Okay, well... Let's see what we can find out about these guys. I'm going to drop another 1,000 here. We're making a lot of influence per turn. So we can kind of catch up over here and see how this is doing. We are doing a lot better over here. I'm actually going to drop 500 over here as well. So, tolerance, global proximity. Like, I'd love to be able to assimilate both of these. And then I could start using some of their armies to really work on the continent. And it looks like the Mongols over here. Remind me who the Mongols are. That's the Goths.
If I cannot teach you wisdom.
Like, if this is my ally down here that's working with these people, that's great. One idle army. Looks like y'all are just gonna not fight me, so that's okay. Alright. Agrarian Star unlocked because we have... the people of Athena will be converted to Olmec polytheism, so that's good. That's what we want from so long ago. Resource sold by the Aztecs. Pearls. Per traders. I mean, the stability's nice. We kind of don't have enough money for some of this, though. So... Huh. Okay, once again, these baddies disappeared. I don't exactly understand. It's like they come and they go. They talk of Michelangelo, etc., etc. Well, let's see who else we can meet. So clearly we do have a New World situation somewhere. It looks like we won't be able to get this one until next turn. So, of course, the game's like, hey, you know what? Let's hang out in the deep water that will damage you instead of staying in the light water. Ugh, okay. Moving on down. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Don't know why we're trying to jump stuff. But here we are. Okay, you're here. You can wait. You have 2 movement points. You can wait. And then we're going to try to clap back and get this. Although it's going to be a little awkward. Because I think we're only going to be able to put an outpost on there. Alright, so you have 3 movement points available. Huh. Do I want to see what's further south? I kind of want to just go up here. Ooh. Bad move. Alright. So there's nothing really of interest up here. Well, I guess if we're going to go around Skull Island like this, we may as well see if we can patch up the rest of the Fog of War. Alright, attitude change. The Aztecs feel differently about us, so we're being a little more peaceful now than... I'm sorry if some of y'all want me to just punch everybody in the face. Okay, so I don't think this has any resources on it. So we would just be grabbing it just to throw an outpost on it. I think that's still a fair play. Because as we advance eras, that may totally have a resource on it later. And we'll just go ahead and pop here so we can do this next turn. Idle army. I hope you don't die. And we can actually send you counterclockwise if we play this right. Big if. Curiosity. There was one that was there that disappeared, but now we have another. Okay, looks like there's coastal waters over here that we can reach in just a little bit. Or we can go 1, 2, 3, 4 and potentially make it up here to these lands. We have good contact on this, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually... Oh, I can't this turn. That's fine. Alright, y'all are waiting. How long do we have on our wonder here? 2 turns. Nice. I think finishing Notre Dame will be a nice way to end this for the Khmer. Alright. Move our peoples. More offers.
Full of new opportunities, is it not?
Oh.
Hear my
I'm gonna say no aggression for now.
This proposition should be in all our best interests.
They've sent us an alliance proposal.
Fascinating.
That is fascinating.
Yet,
They don't have a lot that we want to trade. I'm actually gonna refuse this.
I'm sorry, but no deal is better than a bad deal.
And they forgave us for it. Wait, how did the Japanese feel about us? They feel bound. We're trading resources. They depend on resources with us. So that's exciting. We do have borders with them now. And if we look at our religion spread... Alright, so hopefully we can push back against this pretty soon. Alright. So you guys are over here. I did not mean for y'all to do that, so crap. Okay, well. So what I get for auto moving. Okay, so there is another curiosity over here, so we're going to go ahead and sail to this. Supposedly next turn. That's fine. Game. And then you. Very important that you go on the right tile because you will die in the open water. Well, I guess it's consecutive turns in the open water, but still. It's a problem. And here's our cultural wonder built.
Notre Dame. An impressive achievement built at a time when scientific inquiry and growing faith marched hand in hand.
Yeah, that was a thing once upon a time. And there it is. 40 stability, 49 faith. 20 faith based on adjacent tiles. 40 stability based on this stuff. So, fascinating. Lulaban is officially out of trouble. And has more shit that they can build. So maybe we don't need that commons quarter right now after all. Alright, let's ditch it. And I just want to see here. 13 and 2. 12. I like the 12. And I do like the artificial reservoirs. Charcoal kiln is fine. Artisan's workshop is fine. School is fine. Like, man, this is one of our biggest cities for sure now. But let's see. We're gonna go ahead and auto move again. So 3 idle armies. We found another curiosity. Hooray. How's our relationship doing with these people? We're going 8 per turn, so we're rocketing ahead. Same with you guys. We could drop some more money on them. Like, we need to start banking our influence a little bit here, so. Okay, apparently we can click that button and it didn't take away anything. So maybe 8 per turn is the fastest we can do. We have praise for bribe, that's fine. They distrust us. They're okay with us. They tolerate us. They hate us because they ain't us, I guess. Alright, so remember, we're We're not moving this turn, but it's 1, 2, 1, 2. And then I'm still going to put an outpost here because that gives us territory. 1, 2, 3. It's so important that I find out what's over here because this is land that can get me back into here. There's saffron, porcelain, all this good stuff. And right now, all we have is we can buy their resources. One of the things I'm curious about is how exactly do we buy their resources? Like, do we open up the trade screen? Do we go over here, resources and trade? So saffron gives us food. Ebony gives us stability in industry. I dig it. Cuzco, papyrus, that's really good, and ebony. Yeah, let's just go and be a trademonger here. That's totally fine. So strategic resource copper, we don't actually need that right now. And there's some other stuff we can't see, but my goal is going to be to swallow these up. I'm going to hit the intern button one more time. We're going to call this a video here because I want to see... We're actually almost through the medieval era. So the Khmer, very powerful, but we're peacemongering right now, which is really, really fascinating. So the question's going to be, again, is how hard do I want to go? We're actually going to get 3 science stars really fast. We may not actually get a second builder star in time just because our population's increasing so much. This is weird, but we do need to keep our game state moving, and that's a lot of stuff to wait on. Where it's funny because when I was doing a full industry playthrough, we were definitely like blasting through these really fast. But if I pick another culture, let's just show the cultures real quick. The Dutch are still available. That could be really good if we're wanting to move. That could honestly be really good. Money per adjacent port. I think we can make that work. Like, I could potentially culturally ascend with the Khmer, but I don't think it's a good idea here. We lost out on some of this, and we lost out on farm here. And Little Gunners is very cute. But we have, like, the Venetians, which are very influence-based. But money per number of trade routes on a city or outpost. Money per naval trade route on a city or outpost. That's going to give us quite a bit of money. But the problem is that their boats don't have naval transports. They do have a lot of influence, so this will give us a crap ton of money for the rest of the game. I'm not as interested in some of the military stuff, because that doesn't seem to be our gameplay here. So, like, the Spanish, we don't want conquistadors. I played Dawn of the Mexica too much. I already didn't like conquistadors. Janissaries are good if we were going to fight, but we don't know where the gunpowder is. Going for industry again, the Jama Masjid. It's not how you pronounce it at all. Could be good. This seems good, like, if I was expanding out a lot and the numbers don't really add up. But, like, the Dutch, +1 money per population on all cities. This warehouse is going to help us if we build a bunch of stuff, and then it gives us a transport. I think we may want to go Dutch. Weird as that sounds, and that means we would be going through and getting another marketable thing here, but that's, I guess, part of the fun of the game. To a point is just trying to run around like chickens with our heads cut off, because we're currently trying to buy favor with these people so that we can go ahead and buy ourselves a foothold onto this territory. That seems really backwards, but if we can assimilate these people, then we will, like, just totally have land here. Now, another thing I'm curious about is, I'm in the medieval era. What I want to know is Notre Dame. I'm going to assume Notre Dame is a medieval wonder, so I'm going to have to wait until next era to see if I can get something else here. I'll have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure the Khmer have built their wonder that we can do for this era. So if we try to build an obelisk of the gods back over here real quick, where could we put it? Because I do want to have something like decent here. Like we could put it up over here. Doesn't really get in the way of anything. It's 5 turns, and then we can build some of these units and some of this infrastructure. Yeah, I think that's going to be fascinating. Because if we go Dutch, we can start building some more harbors. We can start building some other stuff. Like right now, per adjacent harbor, we can build one thing here and build like a shit ton of harbors. It's super exploity, but one of the things that Humankind rewards right now, at least in its current state, is exploitation of game mechanics. So I like the Dutch idea. We are in competition with another group for who's going to get there first. So if they take the Dutch, I think the, not the Phoenicians, the Venetians are a decent backup plan. But I think we're going to go econ. I think that's a solid strategy here. We got a builder star, but I don't think I'm going to have time to sit and wait for this stuff to develop. We'll see what the oven cooks. But that's it for now. This is Asher with Humankind. Thanks for watching. Fascinating to go peacemongering. You can see we are running through the turns. We're halfway through the game just about now. And we've got a lot more on the way. So thanks for watching. Like the video if you liked it. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. Feel free to dislike the video if you want to watch Star Sector, I guess. Haha, joke. Jokes are funny. But we'll do this again soon. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good rest of your day. See you next time.